Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you're all well. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and abundant. Let me pull up my chat real quick. I don't know about anybody else, but it feels like Mercury retrograde has come early. Hey, Jeannie. How are you feeling, boo? Hello, hello. Hello, M. Irene. CA Cutie. Hello. Angelica. Hello. Diamond Girl. Hello. Stephanie. Hello, and thank you for your donation, love. I don't know that. Oh, Mary Jane. Hello. They need to go back to y'all's usernames. Space Cowboy, hello. Oh, I'm sorry, babe. I send you all kinds of healing vibes. LT Spiritual, hello. Coco, hello. Nana, hello. I'm gonna let it fill up a little bit and then I'll start. It's weird, I'm sorry. Girl, the energy in the air has just been weird. Hey, Jean, welcome. Maria, hello. Bobby, hello. Full moon on the 20th. I thought it was the new moon. I think the full moon's not till November. I could be wrong. Who knows? Lauren, hello. Yes, babe, I got you. Oh, Maribel, hello. Sorry. She's... It's a moon. It's one of the moons. The ones that cause havoc and mayhem. Yeah, that's why I thought it was the new moon. And I only know that because somebody specifically told me about the next moon. I mean, they could have been wrong. Who knows? I just look in the sky and be like, In Libra. I think all new moons or whatever the zodiac's in at the moment. Ari, hello. Anybody do anything exciting? Yeah, eclipse season's over, but Mercury retrograde is coming. And I only talk about it because literally my okay, I got distracted. Never mind. Hold on. I was like, oh, now you asking me for money? Just kidding. Thank you, M, for your donation, love. You'll go after Stephanie. I really wish that I could just hibernate for a year or so and let everything just woosah. Okay. No, it's all good. I think that's the only ones, like, the retrogrades are the only ones that get me just like, ugh. A long vacay, yes, me too. I mean, there's always things that could be better in life, but yeah, I do agree it wasn't the worst for sure. It's just like a lot of inconveniences this year. Like, things are just like you have to work twice as hard to get things accomplished. But it's been a self year. That's probably why, pushing us to put in the work. All right, we've got 6 spots left. I'm gonna try to fill it up and then, or, kind of fill it up. Some people love retrogrades. Honestly, it's not even like my personal life. It's like the stuff going on in the world that's more heavy than anything. 2022 was the one for me. It got me pretty hard. It is what it is, though. That's life. It pushes us, moves us where we need to be. "2023, I think, was like my reset year. You know how they say you go through like 7 years of a 7 year cycle or something? I think 2023 was me coming out of that cycle from the previous 7. I'm blessed though. I'm not complaining at all. It's just, it could always be better. Okay. Maybe I'll just let it fill up on its own. Stephanie, what was your question, my love? Just so we're not sitting here all night. And go Texans. I love football. I just don't like the organization. Alright, Jonathan's current feelings and intentions. Let's see. Why was 2022 bad for me? I went through a breakup, and so I had to move, and there was just a lot of change, like unexpected change. So it was like a reorganization. But let's see. Jonathan's current feelings and intentions. Okay. So we have the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. That's a lot of pentacles. So I honestly feel because it's so earthly, it's almost like they're focusing more right now on like the best choice for their stability. I don't really see them making a like any direct approach towards you. It just looks like they're weighing their options right now. The problem with it, from what I see, is they have a problem giving as much as they receive. And they kind of look at everything that's happened and they're wondering why they haven't got what they think they need back. Because they're holding on to some ideal of, if I hold myself in a certain place, no one can take advantage, right? But it's never equal in a relationship to be that way. And so maybe they're looking at that. They're looking at, well, I've held back. I haven't given enough. I haven't invested enough. And that's why nothing's paying off. That's why everything seems to still be sitting in a place of imbalance and illusion. I feel their ego gets in the way way too much. And so it's hard for them to really come clear as far as the relationship, because it's like, I did what I did and there's reasons. It's almost like they give excuses as to why certain things happened the way they did. It's like, well, I had to hold myself back because I've been taken advantage of and I don't want to be taken advantage of. But how can you build like that? It's just like, I got the Knight of Pentacles twice, and, well, I got a Page of Knight of Pentacles. They're just so slow moving that it's like, because there's so many options in life, they're very slow to make any kind of choice or decision, which keeps them kind of stagnant, right? It's like, nothing's ever going to be perfect. And so that's the illusion in their mind. It's like everything has to be perfect before I can do anything or I can say anything. Like, part of them wants to come back because they know, like with you, with the Three of Cups, Seven of Cups, you could be that everything, right? The image of perfect. But it's like, it's taken them a long time to come to the realization that there's not going to be anything better, right? Except for them, you know what I'm saying? Like, they have to get into that place with themselves where they're giving so they can receive it. This song I love. I know I'm all hooked on Xenia Monet, but it's called Midnight Confessions. That could be what they're thinking about. Okay. So they have the Six of Wands and the Knight of Wands. And the Hermit. So what I'm getting is, like, they know that if this is the way they feel if like they came forward, you would take them back, right? And it would be successful as far as getting what they wanted. But the Knight of Wands, it's almost like their internal urges, their ego has a lot more control over them than their actual, like, soul. It just feels they're not really doing much about it. They're like holding, like, if I hold back long enough, she'll reach out to me. If I hold back enough, she'll forget what I did. Like, it's almost like expecting you to just be waiting for them. But I don't feel if they were to come in right now that it would be any kind of strong anything. It just looks like they would be in and out again. Because they're still in the Knights. They're in the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. It's like, and that's where that imbalance lies, because the Knight of Pentacles is way different than the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles never shows up. And if they do, it's like slow as fuck. The Knight of Wands is like, I'm coming in, but I'm leaving just as fast. Very imbalanced, you know. And so, I don't know, girl. They didn't even show me any cups except for the Three of Cups, which to me is like, well, the Three of Cups, Seven of Cups, which is like, it could be a good thing, but it's like they are coming back under a distorted view of what they should do or what should be done. I like the one that we got the other day way better than this one, but that's what we got today. Hey, Rogue. Welcome. Okay, let me see who I missed. Cece's here. Muhammad. Cece. I think that's a Cece. Or Siona. Hold on. Marie. Yeah, it is Cece. And Purified. And Majestic. Alright. An ego is not something all the time that's out front, right? The ego is your fear. The ego is your protective mechanism. The ego is like, I'm right kind of feeling, like what I feel is right. Everybody has ego, you know, some ego is healthier than others, but even though he's not outright egotistical, that doesn't mean he doesn't have a lot of ego. Ego will make you run. Ego will tell you to do things, you know, like it's a protective mechanism. So even though you don't see egotistical ways, does not mean that they're internal ego, because that's the brain, right? The brain is in control of him more so than like his heart and his soul. All right, my sweet your turn, my love. I didn't set it up this way. YouTube is doing some weird stuff. It drives me crazy, to be honest. Did M already post her question? There she is. General Love. I got you, boo. Let's see what's coming in from my beautiful M. Hey, Jason. You got the free spot, Jason. Alright, General Love for M. I know, why? I asked for love, but what Spirit's saying is like, there's some healing that needs to be done right now because of what you recently walked away from. We've got the Eight of Cups, the Four of Swords. It's like right now is your rest time. It's time to, instead of thinking about like the next thing, it's about setting very healthy boundaries for yourself. It's taking care of you. It's kind of looking at the things you just went through and learning the lesson from them and not taking it personal, like just taking it for what it is and healing. Eight of Pentacles, it's showing that something is gonna come in. Three of Pentacles, it might start as a friendship or is a friend in the current moment. Maybe it's like a past person, but it's like right now you've got to take a rest. I think there's some thoughts that are going through your head right now. There's some like anxiety, there's some worry that need to be looked at first. And it could be just about like, you know, wanting somebody in your life to help you to calm down those things, but a person's not going to do it. It's like you're in the middle of like elevating yourself. Let's see what else. Queen of Swords. See, you're going through that Queen of Swords phase. And you're cutting out things that you know are not for you. Because there's a new beginning coming. The World and the Eight of Wands. I think you standing up for yourself has like completed a certain lesson. You've come full circle in it. Which is moving you quicker to the final destination that you want, right? But we need to also take time to reflect. Because there's still some kind of imbalance here. I don't think it's anything huge. I don't think, you know, healing doesn't have like a date on it, right? It's not like, oh, well, we're going to heal tomorrow. No, it takes time. It takes time to get used to being alone or being away from a certain partner or whatever it is. Queen of Swords cuts all the bullshit out. Because when you step into this new world, you're not taking any of that with you. And so I don't think it's going to take too long. I think that it's going to be a pretty smooth process into your next relationship. But right now is just like the time to really work on the imbalance of adjusting to this new space. Because you have done some sort of elevation. You're like, I was stressed. It wasn't worth it. I'm choosing me out next, right? But we can't skip steps. And if you skip steps, you're going to have to go backwards. So the healing is necessary right now. And like I said, you could be, I know for me personally, because I hold on to things so tight or have in the past, that by the time the relationship ends, I've already like grieved breaking up. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew the shit was coming, so I prepared myself. But, you know, I think it's just I've had enough experience to be like, when it's done, it's done. Like, I can't sit here and cry about it anymore. Like, I've done everything I could and can, and, like, deuce, I'm out. So, I kind of feel like you're in that place where healing isn't going to take that long because you kind of have already kind of accepted it, right? Before it ended. But hopefully that helps. General love. One of them nights, huh? General love. General. That's okay. We love love around here. Alright. General love for Genie. And sorry about my stuffy nose. I don't know if anybody's ever had bronchitis, but this shit sucks. And it doesn't go away easy either. So, snuffly nose, I apologize. My Jeremy grandbaby. Okay. I see a new beginning coming for you for sure, and I think you feel it. But I also see you kind of like, who could it be? Is it going to be X? Is it going to be Z? Is it going to be Y? You're sitting pretty, though. You're like, I'm not chasing, I'm attracting, I'm creating things, I'm taking care of me. I do feel right now you're just kind of anticipating what's to come. And Spirit's kind of saying, like, intuitively you know, but what your brain is telling you, you don't. So it's nothing that you're currently thinking is about to happen. even though you could feel something, you just don't know what it is yet. I have the Fool at the bottom, so a new beginning is definitely on its way. It's just right now, it's like they're showing me there's like a lot of thoughts going through your head, thinking like, is it gonna be this person? Is it gonna be that person? And man, hopefully they come before the retrograde, so you can at least like not have to wait till after the retrograde to make a decision. Man, the babies get everything. They're so and I have no immune system because of the medicines they had me on for MS. And so I just catch everything. It's so hard. But I'm a survivor. All right, hello. What is your question? You're welcome. I can't believe hello, miss. Okay, what does your intuition already know that my ego is trying to block? That's a good question. The Fool and the Two of Cups. There's a new love on the horizon. Eight of Wands. Like it's coming quick. But your ego is like, I don't know. I don't know if that's what I want. I don't know if I'm ready for this. I don't know. I see anxiety. It's almost like your ego gives you anxiety. And so you feel like something bad is coming. It's like you know something bad is coming. Ace of Cups, King of Pentacles. You have no idea, boo. You have no idea. Like your intuition tells you like you deserve somebody great and wonderful and beautiful and security and all these things. Love, you deserve it. But your ego says, no, I don't. No. No. That's too good to be true. No way. It's coming anyway, regardless, but if you think you know, you have no idea. But I do feel like your ego is blocking like the fact that you put good out into the universe, and so you're open and ready to receive, or you're not. I'm not gonna say you're open to receive it. I think that's where the block is. It's like your fear keeps you to where you're not quite open. You're like, I'm skeptical. I don't think it's coming. I don't know what to do. But that's what I got. Hello, says she dropped her phone 2 times. My goodness. Sorry, she was asking me about Prince. You know how much I do not want Prince in here during my lives. All right, Irene. You're welcome, babe. Should I take a step back from the connection with you? Alright, should she take a step back? Okay. I kind of feel like for your own self, right? I do feel like you should take a step back. There's some clarity I feel you're going to gain if you do take a step back. I also feel like you need to take a step back for yourself, because maybe you're in a place to where you know that you should be. If you're in a relationship, you shouldn't have to question it. You shouldn't have to worry about it. Just because you've had a connection for so long doesn't mean it's right for you, kind of thing. But I'm not saying that it's not right for you. What I'm saying is I think that the distance will give you more clarity as to what may be an illusion and what may actually be like the reality. I feel like you give too much of yourself to this situation, and the best thing for you to do is to put it into yourself. And I think you lack the ability to put it into yourself when you're like giving it all into them. So I do feel there's some kind of clarity that you would gain if you do just kind of step back for a minute. Not to say anything's going on or anything's happening, but I think you've neglected yourself a little bit, and you kind of need to pour back into you in order to get like a clear picture of what you want to do with your future, with yourself, what's going to make you the best, most happy. And that's not to say like, oh, you've got to break up or you've got to, like never speak to them. It's just more of like, take more time for yourself. Because there's some kind of clarity to be gained from that. You had the Sun, the Six of Cups, and the Three of Cups. In case you were wondering. Because, like, especially the thoughts of a person can be, like, all-consuming. And so you're constantly, like, wondering what they're doing. When are they going to call? What, this, that, and the other. Instead of just painting your nails or going and get your feet done or, going and doing something nice for yourself, you're too busy, like, in anticipation of what's next with this person, and then you neglect yourself. So just be careful. And once you get to the point where you realize like you deserve more than what you're getting, you've got to make some hard choices. And I think that the hardest choice is to choose yourself, right? To choose what's best for you. And if this connection is taking from you more than it's giving, then, you need to like validate yourself and say, I'm important. Like, I don't need that. But, all right. So no CA cutie. Wow. What's the meaning behind the many nines today? Well, first of all, it's a 9-year. It could be you need to do something for yourself. You need to choose yourself. But it could also mean a completion of a certain cycle. But let's see what Spirit has. Yes, my love, you did. And hello, Mirakai. Okay. I feel like how do you say this? Like, there's some elevation here or some movement forward that's saying like you've completed the cycle possibly of the Queen of Swords, right? To be able to speak from a place of truth and knowledge. And a lot of people, they stay, they won't ask the questions because they don't want to know the truth. You'll notice that a lot. Like when you start keeping yourself from asking certain questions because you really don't want to know the answer, because you pretty much already know the answer, you got to cut things out of your life. So you may have been going through a season of like having to cut a lot of things out, and now it's saying like you've humbly embraced this. You had a lot of strength to do it, and you're moving forward. And so I just feel like the nines are just like a congratulations, you're at the end of a hard cycle. And you could be moving into God knows what, but it's almost like they're recognizing and telling you like the hard part's over. Next cycle. And thank you for your donation, Mirakai. It's so weird. The people that are missing today are ones that are normally like right there. Like, I've got the question. Let me do Diamond Girl's question while you put yours out there, Mirakai. All right, let's see what's coming for the rest of the year. I got the 10 of coins at the bottom, but the first ones I got is the World, the High Priestess, and the 9 of Cups. You have set yourself up to something very beautiful, and I think you're starting to see it not only in the outside world but within yourself. Like, there's a big change within you, which is saying, I'm ready for the new. I'm ready for that next cycle. I'm ready for something different. Intuitively, I feel like you see a brighter future. You feel it coming. And I honestly feel like within this year, because you're setting yourself up so beautifully in the 9 of Cups, this is a wish fulfillment that's coming. And it might be like you'll start to see the trickles come in towards the end of the year. And I feel like next year is going to be your year where you have a partner in crime for it, right? I feel a very abundant future for you. All right. Mirakai. It's giving pregnant. Oh my gosh. Do you think you're pregnant? Should I be looking for pregnancy? It's like, that's something that's a possibility. Oh, there is a possibility. Okay, do you want me to look into that? Is it pregnancy or is it burnout? Let's do that. How about, is that a good question? Is it pregnancy or burnout? I'm a light incense while you answer me. Okay, sounds good. Okay. Let's see. Pregnancy, question mark? Okay, I definitely don't see pregnancy, honestly. However, what I'm getting is like, this is preparation for your next phase, right? I feel like you need to slow down. You need to take a rest. You need to heal yourself. I think You try to be the masculine. You try to take care of everything and everybody all the time. And Spirit's like, just sit still for a minute, right? The only thing that's going to happen is if you keep doing this, you're going to burn yourself out. And you're not going to be ready for the next, right? So it's almost like you got a vacation coming, right? So you go on vacation and you're doing all these things. And then you get home and you think you should be rested because you were on vacation. But you did so much that you got to take the time to like rest and readjust. It's kind of what's going on right now. It's like you've been overexhausting and depleting yourself, and it's time to like sit still. I got the World twice and the full 10 of Pentacles, so it's almost like a time that you need to heal yourself. You need to refill your cups, because right now I feel you're kind of depleted from being everything to everybody. I also see 2 men in your energy. I don't know if you've been dealing with 2 men for sure. But what I'm getting is there's an energy exchange. Somebody that you might be physically intimate with. They say when you have, sexual relations with people, that you take on their energy. And I kind of feel like that also may be depleting you as well, because their energy is attached to you. So it might be a good time to like clean out all of that. Just, but yeah, you're about to go into a very abundant cycle. Just rest, because you've given too much of yourself, or you spread yourself thin, and you don't want to make yourself sick. But I don't see pregnancy. Hold on, let me get Prince. Go. Go. I swear. He is not my dog. So, yeah, I don't see pregnancy, not to say that it's not, but the main important thing right now is just you need to take care of you. Okay, Stephanie, hold on 1 second, boo. I gotta readjust. This blanket's so thick. If I sit on it, I'm like higher. And get some rest, feel better. Lay down. Lay down. Now Khaleesi's messing with me. Okay, sleep now. Alright, Stephanie, let's see. You start a new job tomorrow. Will you be working? Oh, will you like working for this new employer? Let's see. It's kind of saying like it's up to you. You can feed into the negative parts of the job, or you can feed into the positive parts of the job. I think there's both here. It's kind of, one's not bigger than the other one. Like, I think parts of you are going to love the job, And then there's parts of you that you don't necessarily like, and that could be like dealing with certain people or um, whatever. Because I've got the Star, the Two of Swords, and the Devil. So it's like kind of whichever way you want to lean is basically the way it's going to be. So go in there thinking, I'm going to love this job, no problems, you know. And if they do arise, don't feed them. Because they always say it's the dog you feed, you know. Are you going to feed the fear? Are you going to feed the abundance from it? Because I think it's really like kind of a middle ground. It can be either or, depending on like what you do. Girl, no. These bills. What awaits you this week? There's an opportunity coming towards you this week. It might there might be a few actually. And spirits kind of like be patient about making your choice, because maybe let's say you get an offer for a job today or tomorrow. Not today, but tomorrow. Let's say you get a job offer tomorrow and you take it. And then 2 days later you get the job that you're actually like really wanting. So it's something like that. Like weigh your options carefully, because I feel like if you take the first one, you're going to be very disappointed because something better is coming along. The song right now playing is The Writing's on the Wall. I get it. The writing is on the wall. You're welcome, Space Cowboy. Yo, Space Cowboy, where you at? How will your future wife treat you? The song right now is it's the simple things. I think they're gonna treat you pretty good. I think they're gonna help you to try to carry everything yourself. They're gonna help you to lower your ego down a little bit. They're gonna humble you in some sense. I think they're the type that's like, you know, they give just as much as they want to receive. I think it's gonna be a very balanced connection. But I do feel like they're gonna take a lot of weight off of your shoulders. Especially because the ego carries a lot from the past. It's gonna help you to see things from a different perspective. That's what I got. LT Spiritual. What is coming towards you in love soon? Let's see. The Chariot. High Priestess. I feel like there's a conversation that's coming. There's some kind of conflict around it, so it might be like there's more than one person, like there's people fighting for your attention. I kind of feel like you're sitting pretty. Um, like where you may used to chase, you're attracting, so I feel like there's a few people that are already like vying for your attention. And you're kind of keeping to yourself right now, but it's about to change. I think intuitively you already feel what's coming. Because I've got like a lot of Cancer, Pisces energy there. The problem is I don't think you trust your intuition as much. I was serious. I need like one of them things that turn you upside down and like stretch out your back. And I only realize it when I'm sitting in this chair for some reason. Coco. Okay, what does Spirit say about you and Randy? Let's see. Okay. Okay. I'll be honest with you. It doesn't look amazing. It looks like Randy might have some kind of like a little bit of narcissism or narcissistic traits. I think like the more that you get to know them, the more that you're gonna see like their heart isn't quite as open as you want it to be. They may stress you out a lot. Because I see a lot of like sleepless nights. Nine of Swords, King of Swords, Devil, Sun. The Sun to me is kind of like, to be honest, you know, the truth about the situation is, over time, I feel like you're gonna start to see traits about them that you don't like, and that I think you deserve better. But it could just be the energy today, you know, and you know, with the Fool at the bottom, it's like free yourself now. But your ego says I want it. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is. And hopefully that helps. I'm going to always be honest. You know, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything for you. Oh, yeah, he's love bombing. I can almost promise you. Alright, so. Banana. Just a card. The Aries wants to tell you right now. Let's just pull some what do they say cards, because it's a lot easier. What would they say if they couldn't say it, or they can't say it, or they're scared to say it, or whatever it is. Alright, so we got can't get my eyes off your figure and the way you move. Okay. If I ever take off my mask, will you accept another version of me? I guess, wait, I gotta know more about you. So, that's what I got. They can't take their eyes off of your figure. And they have a mask, so will you accept them once the mask comes off? So I feel like it's more of like they don't know how to be vulnerable. Alright. That cough. I took some cough medicine before I came on here, so it's not as bad, but it was so gross. I feel like a baby with croup. You're welcome. They feel like they gotta make a choice about something. They're weighing their options about like how to handle this situation right now. Could be a little stressed out. But it feels like there's some kind of crossroads. I'm not sure what the crossroads are. I don't know what the situation is between them, but it does feel like there's a choice to be made for the best possible outcome. So I don't know what happened, but I do feel like there's something that needs to be decided to move like into a calmer situation. It could be like they're thinking about leaving or something else. I just kind of feel like they're trying to overcome some kind of conflict and what's best like for the situation. It does. It really does. Especially, you know, like the thing that bothers me the most about it is like waking up coughing, 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 and not being able to stop. All right, Fabi. And I know this doesn't help any, but YOLO. You know you can get the butterfly sutures, like from Walgreens. And you can put them back on there. It's kind of the same thing. They're called like butterfly tape. And just put it where the steri strips were. I wouldn't worry. It's a regular thing. They always disappear. Also, they have like Tegaderm patches you can put over it. It's like a clear, sticky thing. It'll keep it from getting wet. So Lauren, Ari, Mohammed. Just clean it real good and like just put the butterfly sutures on there. Remember, I was a nurse for a long time, so I got you. CC Moon, I didn't even see her. I mean, it's okay. We can get off here early. It's whatever. I'm down for whatever. It's okay. It's okay. We're here. That's the most important part. We are here. All right, Marie. CC Moon. I don't think you're on the list, though. Akuma will come back to you. Reunion possible. All right, Mohammed. I got you. Let's see. Is there going to be a reunion? You got to be on the list to be read for, boo. If you're not on the list, then... Not you, Mohammed, the mix. I think there will be some sort of coming back together. Knight of Cups, Hierophant, Five of Cups. I do feel like there's a recommitment to this. But Spirit's saying, like, make sure you both have healed from your past before you do this, so that way you'll be able to recognize the connection for what it is. Have strength, and don't let your ego get in the way, or don't let, you know, the triggers keep you from embracing it, because I do feel it's a good connection for you, Muhammad. All right, Marie, are you here? What the heck, name it? Purified Soul, are you here? I see a lot of new names, but they don't wait long. They'd be like, this is taking forever, I'm out of here. Rogue Majestic, are you here? You are here. How will the vibe be between Robert and my dearest Scorpio this week? Let's see. I kind of feel like he's going to be vulnerable with you about something. Possibly something that hurt him or like upset him a little bit. It's almost like I kind of feel like he's opening up about his pain. He's letting his ego down. He's trying to show you like he wants to turn this love into something deeper. Maybe he's been kind of surface with you and not really exposing his tender parts, because in the past, anytime he like exposed his vulnerabilities, people took advantage of it. And so I do feel he's going to be opening up a little bit more to you this coming week. Especially about like something to do with how his ego has been so much in place because of the pain he's experienced, but it's hard for him to like open up to that. So I do feel he's kind of humbling himself in front of you a little bit. Like, I trust you or not. I trust you or not. No, I trust you, and I'm gonna let you see this part of me. And it's been something that's been on his mind for a while. Maybe he was scared to tell you, or like embarrassed to tell you, or something. That trust me not. Jano, Jason. It's driving me crazy too. Don't feel like you're the only one. It bothers me as well. How does Sharn feel about you? I hope I said that name right. If not, don't kill me. Well, let's see. I heard Queen of Cups at the bottom, so she has a lot of emotion for you, but she shows me the Four of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles. It's basically like what she's doing now is important for her. She's at the end of a very painful cycle, and she's pulled herself back because there's work to do. Regardless of how she feels, she knows like to be a healthy partner for anybody, she's got to take care of her first. So I kind of see that's what she's doing. But all in all, Queen of Cups, she does have feelings for you. She just doesn't know what to do with them yet because, you know, she knows she's in a hurt place and she doesn't want to hurt you either. So, well, that's what I got. You're welcome, Scorpio. Anytime, anytime. Muhammad, I read for you a while back. Go rewind. Okay, what is I that always fucks me up. What are I's feelings? Like, what is my feelings? Next actions towards you. Okay. You intimidate them a lot. And they want a connection with you. But their fear tells them that you don't need anybody, and that kind of intimidates them. Like they're not sure if you want someone. But I do feel they're going to try to move this into a commitment or some kind of partnership, probably around Sagittarius season. Saying like patience is required because they're trying to understand how the two of you would work together because they're not in the same place you are. You're very abundant. You kind of got everything that you need, whereas them, they still have some things to do. And I think it's more of an ego thing that's keeping them from doing it now. But I do see it happening somewhere towards like, I'd say like mid-November. That's when the conversation will happen. Like everything they've been holding back will be said. I mean, you might have some other things happen before then, but I think an actual like commitment is going to take a second for them to accept that they're worthy. What if they, like, I heard, I will lick your toes. I will lay at your feet. What? They might have a foot fetish. I don't know, but that's kind of, get your toes done, maybe. Go get them toes done just in case they want to put them in their mouth. And thank you guys for being here, Jeannie. I hope you feel better. I hope your son heals amazingly and fast. That is gross, right? Ugh. Normally they'll be like, "Oh, I'll drink your bath water." No, this one was like, "I will lay at your feet. I will suck your toes." Ugh. Ugh. That's what I say. Get them feet done. Not saying they're not done now, but you know, get them like mouth ready, I guess. Anyways, thank you all for being here. I love y'all so much. I hope that y'all have an amazing Monday and Tuesday. And I will see y'all again on Wednesday. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. Look, you can't see my heart. It drives me crazy. This new setup. They're just going to stick it in like shit happens. But anyways, I love you guys. See you on Wednesday.